that Yellow would come in and try and take some more SCVs like he did with his secondary. Very smart of him. Now that he's got a little bit more resources coming in, building a few more turrets just as safety. A lot of times, Terrans will just kind of fend them off and ignore them and then not worry about it, and they leave themselves vulnerable. Don't put up a few turrets is all it takes really to kind of secure that defense. Okay, so Canata does see this other secondary base that Yellow has. That will probably be one of his first targets because he's going to try and attack the weakest target, try and starve him out. But we can see Yellow planning on some lurkers. Yellow might be actually moving in on Canata. It looks like he's actually just setting him kind of containment, but Canata is going to have science vessels out very soon. Both of them teched up pretty quick. I haven't seen if Yellow has a hive up yet, but he's probably going to be starting it fairly soon because I saw that Queen's Nest going down. So both of them teching up. Okay, Canata going out. He sees those lurkers there. He knows he has to fall back. Canata is kind of setting up a bit of a containment there. Possibly just so he knows when Canata's moving out, delay him. The longer Zerg can have to delay, the better, because if they could delay long enough to get those defilers up, that is the ultimate goal of those of long-term Zerg game versus Terran, is to stall long enough to get defilers out, because those defilers. He's got a queen out. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if he's planning on doing some. Oh shit! Ray goes off. Yellow does not do a very good job pulling his mutas apart very quickly. That is going to cost him. Those mutalisks were kind of just extra, and he does bring in the queen to parasite the science vessel, interestingly enough. So now he can see where Canata's forces are. I'm not sure why Zergs don't do this more often, actually, because now he knows exactly where Canata is going at all times, because that science vessel is going to stick with those medic marines. And then, at any point, if he sees that science vessel go off on its own, he's going to send in the Scourges to try and take it out. Both players being very smart at the moment. Canata just kind of pushing out slowly, using those tanks to shell, using the tanks and the science vessels to kind of pick away at the lurker force that Yellow is, I have to say, building up. He's building up a sizable force of lurkers. So what's going to happen is you can see Yellow's kind of sinking, falling back, again, just trying to buy time until he can plant down a dark swarm on those lurkers, in which case it'll be time for the opposite. Okay, Yellow going in. He's planting his lurkers down. Oh, he didn't plant them in close enough. He had to pull back. Looked like Yellow was going in to try and take out that force there. Only from one side. Okay. Oh, there's a dropship going in. His queen is going to see it. I'm pretty sure his queen saw that dropship. So he's going to fall back. He does have those defilers out. Does he have Consume, though? Consume to get the energy for Dark Swarm is the question. If he doesn't have it now, he's probably going to have it very soon. And like I said, Canata is going to have to try and starve Yellow out, so he's going to go for the weaker secondary bases. He's got a dropship over there. I'm not sure if there's anything in that or not. He might be setting up for an attack run on Yellow's main, but okay, he is. Oh, Canata's. I'm not sure. Okay, all of his forces went the other way. Okay, I was worried for a second that I had missed a major battle. Okay, Canata going in. Dark Swarm goes down. Lurkers are going in. He's going to have to pull his marines back out of that swarm. He does have a few fire bats. More swarm goes down all over the tank. Canata needs to get his forces out of that swarm. He doesn't have enough fire bats. The marines are getting slaughtered inside the swarm. He needs to pull back there. At least one of his tanks still lives. He does have a small squad there. That tank's going to go down, though. His small squad of medic marines survives. But Yellow has a Nidus Canal in there, I believe. So he's going to be able to reinforce that base pretty quickly. Looks like this little attack is going to fail. Didn't quite manage his marines as effectively as he could have. And Yellow I have to give the momentum to at this point, because if you look around the map now, Yellow has bases all over the map. And Canata has yet to branch out from his secondary. Canata is going to need to take a base. I would recommend him taking, like, for instance, one of the corner bases in the bottom left corner, because that would be near his base. He could still reinforce it if he needed. He got his dropship over there. But he's going to need to take another base out pretty soon, because Yellow is going to quickly out-resource him at this rate. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. It looks 4 secondary bases, plus he's still got minerals in his main. So basically he's out. Well, okay, we just saw that one base, and he didn't actually have any drones mining in it. But nonetheless, that many hatcheries alone is going to be difficult to deal with. Yellow using the swarm very well. I've been seeing him use swarm extremely well in this game so far, planting it down on those lurkers and moving the lurkers in, swarming. He hasn't been taking out any science vessels though, and that's going to be crucial later on. If Canata can build up a sizable force of science vessels, and again, more of Kanata's marines walking through some lurker fire, his medic and marine forces are kind of dwindling here. He needs to conserve those a little bit more, try and pull them out of swarm and everything. I mean, they're easy to replace, but anyways, Canata is building up a decent force of science vessels. And oh, here comes some Scourges, though, possibly to fix that situation. If he can build up enough science vessels that he can go around or just irradiate a squad of lurkers like we almost just saw there. Oh, science vessels going almost into the Scourges. The Scourges, oh, he sent all the Scourges after the one science vessel. All 4 of them. That may have been the best thing though, because it looks like 1 or 2 of the Scourges may have killed my marines anyways. Oh, swarm goes off over the marines. Canata having trouble pulling the marines out of the swarm. Lings following them, trapping. I looked like he was actually trapped between that kind of little piece of train building, and some Lings kept him in that swarm for a moment longer. The tank goes down. Some radiates go off, but losing marines left and right here. Let's see what happens up this ramp. Okay, good. A lot of times you see ramps like that, the Terran will just send a force out there and they won't realize that there's lurkers there, and they won't comp that and see a bunch of marines getting slaughtered. Okay, so Canata moving out again. Got decent medic and marine force built back up again. I don't see any tanks with this particular force or science vessels. This might just be a secondary force. Okay, so he is. Oh, it looks like Plague has gone off on some of his science vessels, and that's exactly the sort of thing that Yellow needs to do to press home this economic advantage. Is he needs to keep down those science vessels, because if Canata gets 10 science vessels, then it's basically game over at that point. Well, not basically game over, but it'll be very difficult for him to deal with that many science vessels, because Canata will be able to go around and just irradiate the fuck out of anything he pleases. Okay, some random medicalist marines getting taken down by some Zerglings there. Oh, more plague goes off. It looks like all of Kanata's science vessels have now been plagued, so this could be a very dangerous situation. Okay, so Canata has taken this this expansion over here. It's vulnerable to ground attack, though. It's not the corner expansion. So it looks like that is what Yellow is going after. He's sending Lings in to try and take out. The problem with having plagued science vessels is now that one Melisk can just go in and just take out all those science vessels, because they're so weak. They have so few hit points. They're so strong but so vulnerable because they have so little hit points. A lot of times people will send in Scourges after those single. See, that's what I'm saying. Canata marching in some marines to their death, kind of randomly. One lurker on that ramp there. But anyways, if Yellow can get a Melisk in there, just take out and there's some Melisk. Speaking of which, oh, Kanata's gonna lose all of his science vessels here in a minute. Oh man, oh, there go his science vessels as soon as those Melisks get over there. It looks like he does have one at full health, so he probably just got that one. Goes in, tries to irradiate the lurkers in preparation for an attack. Oh shit, plague goes off over all of his marines. There are now one-hit kills for the Lings. Oh my god, that force is going to get slaughtered. More swarm goes off. He's not paying attention to those. Oh my god, and oh wow, Canata realizes that he is fucked. That was his major force, and it just got plagued to hell and slaughtered. And I'm not sure, maybe I didn't see it, but his science missiles also went down. So Yellow takes this match in a brilliant use of plague and what have you, and I wish I knew what they were saying to each other over there just now, but that was a very good game. Maybe he was saying, like, did you mean to do that? Because he wasn't completely dead at that point. So, anyways, that was a good game. Yellow, like I said, very inspiring play. I've seen him in the past, and I'm looking forward to him going in the future. He's actually one of the people I'm predicting to come out of this MSL group. We'll have to see, though. We'll probably have the rest of the this group's games up commentated very soon, so keep an eye out.